Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. You can find us on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny. You can also find us on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. So thanks everyone for joining, and I want to say thank you and welcome to the new subscribers, and for those of you that comment me and leave such sweet comments on our Facebook, Instagram, and on the YouTube. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so yeah, welcome. And for those that have been with me from the start, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Well, today I'm going to do hopefully a mass make. Now, you know, time gets away from me, but my plan is to do a mass make and have some things at hand. I'm still working to put some things in my Edith Holden. So I'm going to be working, I'll show you what we're going to do, but I'm going to be using possibly the wild flowers again. This is from Junk Journal Diego, I think. This is his Etsy store, Dave's Etsy store. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these, my favorite ephemera. This is the 45 Floral in French ephemera, and then the Wildflowers kit. So I'm going to set those aside here because I've already pulled some out. But I do want to show you real quick. This is a sheet. So these from my favorite ephemera, what I'm working with is, let me show you how they come, brother. Okay, here we go. Is they come like this. 2.5-inch squares. So I've already cut some of those out, and then I also cut out some squares from the wildflowers. So yeah, okay. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking, remember I had that, it's kind of like a garden slash cookbook, and it has some Edith Holden pictures in it, but along the side are just a bunch of, text, things that they've talked about and all that. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that. This is they've used some pictures from reproduction of Edith Holden, but the book is somewhat new. I mean, I think it's from the 90s or something, and I happened to find it at a thrift store, and I was super happy about it. So some of the pictures you can see here. So what I've done is the book was 9 inches long, and so I left it at 9 inches, and then I cut it at 3.5 inches. So we're going to be working with that size. And I also have a few garden pages left over from, I had used part of this page. So this is just shy of 9 inches, but it is still 3.5. So I'm going to try to make this work too. Okay, so let's get started. So basically what I've done, so here's the plan, is to make a little pocket that will put, just a little journaling card or tag in. And I'm using my 2.5-inch, is that what it is? No, 2-inch hole punch. And then what I'm going to do is kind of like a little slide, is I'm going to just glue this in behind it, and then just glue the 2 sides down and make a nice little pocket there to put in a journal or clip in a journal, especially if it has something pretty on the back. You could also put, before you put the picture of the flower or whatever your botanical is, or whatever you decide to use, before you put that in, if you wanted to put some acetate first, you could, and really make it look like a slide. And then afterwards, we'll do a little decorating. We'll see how far we get. Before I forget, I do want to get out my vintage photo because I do want to go around the inside of that. So I'm going to set that here so don't forget. So I'm using this one as kind of a fold template, just so I don't have to, measure and use my ruler every time. So this one, I tried to do it without using this as a template, and ended up having to fold it a couple of times. So now it's ready to go, I believe. I think it goes like that. Okay, so that one's ready to go. So I'll set that over here. And then this one. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the text on the back. And if it has a pretty picture on this side, I'm just going to use it to clip it into a journal. So we're going to do it that way. So all I'm going to do here is just try to mimic this fold the best I can. Okay, and then I did fold this part down because I wanted a little bit of a reinforcement on the edge. So this paper is kind of thick, so it's a little hard to fold. Okay. So, okay, so now let me just go through and do some folding real quick. That's a fun one. Herb Robert, what's on this side? Nothing exciting. Okay. So this one doesn't have anything really exciting on the other side, so I could easily glue this one, you know, on a book page. I think that one. The only reason I'm really paying attention a little bit to measuring this a little, you know, kind of measuring it, is because I want to make sure that 2-inch circle has plenty of room, you know. Okay, so we only have a few left, so we'll get those doing, and then we'll get to the decorating part. So I don't know, tell me in the comments, do you enjoy mask making, or do you like to produce one at a time? You know, do you enjoy doing the mask making? That includes, like, if you do collage boards, you know, masterboard type of stuff. Do you like to do that and then cut them up into, you know, what do you get? Usually like 6 or 8. Okay. All right. All right, now these, yeah, I think this is going to be our best bet here. And on this one, I might not have the same amount poking up. I just want to make sure that the pocket is the right height, because that will help to ensure. Why am I having trouble with this? That will help ensure that. Why am I having trouble with this? Okay. All right, what's going on here? Even. Fold up. Anyways, that'll help to ensure that 2-inch will go through there. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is. There we go. Sometimes you ever wonder, you're like, what's happening? And then we can use, you know, like butterflies on the front, or if you have like maybe some small birds, or you could even use a label. For some reason that didn't look very straight. Better. You know, when we decorate, so. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. I think even though, you know, there's several folds on this, it's still a very simple one. We'll be gluing quite a bit, I think, with this. Okay, so those are done. So now what I want to do is I want on just this little side, I want to punch a hole in the middle, as in the middle as, you know, you can try to do. Those are fun. I don't know what you would do with them, but they're fun. Maybe we'll put them in our junk to journal. I saw that and I thought that was my table, and I thought, how did I do that? But that's the ground. Oh boy. Okay. Or some of these might even look good, you know, on another piece of ephemera. So what I have found is the 2-inch, once I fold that up, if I go all the way down to where the pocket ends, it seems to work good for me it's not completely centered. You can see here's the back. It's not completely centered, but it'll give you a nice space to put like a label, or if you want to stamp like, you know, a botanical something on there. And gosh, even if you get the circle not in the center, it's okay, because, you know, you can decorate the side that, you know, has the majority. I even thought about, and I forgot to get it ready, but I even thought about doing a few stitches on here too. And you could also sew it. I don't have my sewing machine in here today because if you saw Facebook and you saw my agenda, you saw that I'm working on a project for someone's birthday. So the dining room table, I am finished with the project, and I will post it after the birthday. And I'm happy with the way it turned out. Anyways, so that means that it's all in the dining room. I can sew in here, but you might remember that I'm on a bar stool and my legs fall asleep if I'm in here too long. And so this was a project that I was going to be, you know, quite a bit sitting. So, all right, so now let's ink. I'm just going to quickly go around, and I don't need to ink around the edges yet. I can do that when we're all done. And I don't even need to do that on camera. I can do it, and then I'll post pictures of it on Instagram and my Facebook. Our Facebook. Okay. And this would be good with dictionary paper, you know, dictionary pages, any of those book pages. And you could even just do it with your digitals. You know, it doesn't have to be words and, you know, things like text and stuff. The reason I'm doing that is, you know, I'm determined to use up some book pages. I just have so many books, and I just, you know, I think, well, why not use them? So that's the situation. Okay, now, fun. I'm going to put this away just to get that out of the way here. Okay. And I've got my art glitter glue. And then, see, that even looks nice. Doesn't have to match. You can match it. Or try to get a little closer. So, like, for instance, that looks nice too. But I think I like the contrast. I think I like that unexpected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of two-fold. I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to go around the circle here. And I'm going to try to get kind of close as well. So that's nice. And then just a little bit on the side, because this one's not very big. This is only 2.5. Okay. And then I'm just going to place it. Probably should have a glue page down. I've got this notebook that I probably won't use in a journal. So I thought, well, I'll just use it for a page. Okay. I can already tell that I'm going to need a wipey so that we can bust it through. Part of a wipey. I don't need much. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to... Now, in true mass make, we would do one step at a time. So we may just do that. We may just put the picture behind them all. And then... That's cute. That's cute. Okay. So, that one I didn't do, but I might go ahead and just do the edges. So it'll be a little easier to do that now. So I guess I do need this back out. So that would have been something we would do, you know, at that time. Okay. I don't even think I'm going to audition stuff. I'm just going to do it. Just going to pick one. I'm not going to look. You can see I'm not getting this like... Poor Jenny. She is... She's not able to do it. Yep, I'm not even going to look until I get ready to do this. I think that's going to be pretty. Okay. And this is what's great about this art glitter glue with that little tiny, you know, point. You can just get in there and, what is that? You know, get it to put down. Okay, very good. So, I'm so excited to get into the craft room. I've had a great time working on that project, but I really love being in this craft room. And I think I think everything misses me when I'm not in here, like my lace and all that. Yeah, so I love being in here. I love goofing around. I love being inspired, looking for stuff to do. And but you know, I've been over at my grandchildren's, helping out over there a little bit. I don't know how much help, more like being, you know, just another grown up there while my daughter is recovering. I told you she had surgery, so she's recovering and doing very, very well. I think sometimes she might be overdoing it, but that's a mama, you know. So it's been very nice to, I mentioned this in another video, it's been very nice to spend the time with her. I love it. Want her to get well and get back to, you know, her normal life, but I do love being with my girls. Okay, that looks cute. 3 down. Might round those corners off. I don't know. I'm really liking how this is turning out, and I might at some point make some more and not put necessarily a botanical in it, but like just another beautiful paper. In my mind, I think about putting one of Roxy Creations blues, you know, that blue kit that I love so much. I think that would be pretty. And then you could decorate with a flower. See, Yeah, okay. So I had put on my Facebook that I was going to make quiche this weekend, but I never got around to it. Um, so I'm going to make that tonight for dinner, a quiche dinner. Joey likes it when we have it for dinner because then he can have it for breakfast. That's pretty. So I'm going to do that. It's very, very simple. If you go to our Facebook or just go on our YouTube, on YouTube there's a video. Go in the playlist in the kitchen, and you'll see the very, 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 very simple quiche. If you don't already make quiche, it's a very simple recipe. And on Facebook, I just put the link. So if you're following us on Facebook, the YouTube link is on the post, I think, from yesterday or the day before. I think I forgot to do this on that last one. I'll get it when we're done. See, so I don't mind this upside down text. I don't know if that bothers anybody, but I don't mind it, especially because I know I'm going to be decorating it. All right, so we're at about 23, 24 minutes here, 22, something like that. And we've already got all the bases almost done. Let's try to get that close. What do I have here? Just text. Oopsie. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. Okay, concentrating, quiet. One thing I've learned about sewing. Oh, I didn't do this one either. Oh, well, I'll wait till it dries. And maybe those of you that sew, especially on projects or for quite a lengthy time, and not just like making ruffles or sewing around. Pardon me. Not, your cards and tags and stuff. But if you sew like projects or whatever, one thing that I have learned is quit if you're tired. I cannot tell you how many mistakes I make when I'm tired. And then what happens is I go to bed and have to wake up and take out stitches, and that just drives me nuts. So I've really learned that, and I try to stick to that. Oh, I put that too far up. However, this time, even though I did not, I think that one I'm going to have to pass on for a minute. I didn't sew while I was tired. I had been sewing all day, and I did make a mistake. I mean, believe me, my sewing is not, something like I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. It's okay. I'll put it that way. It's okay. It gets by. But I did notice that I was getting to a point where I wasn't thinking thoroughly, like through to the next step. And so, although I hadn't made mistakes, I could tell that I kept forgetting certain things, which wasn't any big deal, but my life is easier when I remember things in the order that I like to do them. It just seems to flow a little bit better. Now, the one thing that I did make a mistake is this is a project that I've done before to make a gift, and I need to write down my process, because from time to time of making it, I forget what I do first and then what I do next, and all of that. So on this one, I did make that mistake, but it wasn't because I was tired. It was because I just flat out made that mistake. I forgot something. So then I had to rig up, make it right. Yeah, so a couple of these I forgot to do that part. And I think that's a nice distinction, putting that there. I'm just using that to kind of make it pop out a little bit so I can get it good. Some of these I did, but I think I could use a little bit more. All right, let's see how many of these we could maybe decorate a little bit. And I don't know. We'll try to do a couple in a mass make as far as decorating, but like maybe a formula or something. We'll see. I don't know. And then of course you could always save them for a specific journal. But a lot of my things are botanical, so and so these will go good with a lot of things. And then I'll go around the edges of stuff. Well, maybe I should do that now, and I know you probably don't want to watch that, but I'll do it really fast. The reason I was going to say we'd go around it later is, I don't want to take the time right now, but I'm going to decorate, and then it'll be too difficult to do it after I decorate it. So let's go ahead and just try to knock down some of that white. Those white edges, I don't know, they get me. Now this page, this would be a really great spot to put a number or, stamp it. Some of these that have like this one too would be really great to just put a nice stamp. Should get my word stamps out. I know where they're at, but they're down in the bottom of a little tub. So that might be a little bit cumbersome to get. If you did not like the paper or the text going the wrong way, you could simply make these in two pieces. So you make your backboard, and then you cut the top piece the length you want it, in order to fold it around the back and glue it, fold it down here and glue it, and still have room for your circle. So if you wanted to do that, that would work too. Okay. All right, so here we have those. I'm going to toss that. Okay. Now, get my ephemera books, and let's look at maybe a butterfly. Let's get butterflies out. Is that butterflies? I think it is. And I did cut a few butterflies, but not many the other day. See, I think that's cute. It's a little blendy. What's this one like? That might be better. And then I also got my pickle jar out with scraps. And I thought, what if we just take out maybe some natural looking things and maybe I piece some of those on. That's a whole doily. I'll leave that. I'll just pull a few out. There's a little Christmas one. Okay. All right. Scissors. Okay. So my thought is to just, I don't know, make just I don't know. Just put a few little ditties on here. Let's just do it. I'm going to see if my, oh gosh. I'm going to see if my art glitter glue, my lid just came off. Let's see if my art glitter glue will hold this down good. Okay. It's pretty thin, so typically it will, you know, do pretty good with something thin. So we got a little rain today. I completely did not expect. I'm sure it was in the forecast. But I haven't gotten really faithful at checking the weather forecast. I don't know why I would, but, you know, when I was a kid, man, I begged to stay up for the weather. I don't know why it was so important to me. Okay, that's cute. All right, let's finish this one up, and then maybe well, I'm probably going to do one at a time. So I got my little labels here, and I think it looks like I've used all of my tiny labels from Tracy Fox, and then these labels are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I don't think that goes very well. Is there another little one here? Let's see. Let's see. Do I have... Sometimes I'll have a little piece of paper over here. I don't have one. All right, let's go with... Let's just do that. Is that a label? Yeah. Okay. Talking to myself and to you. Come on. Okay. Okay, I think that's okay. Do I want it rounded? Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, that brings a little bit of detail to it. Okay. that's fine. All right, one down. One complete. 35 minutes. All right. 35 minutes in, one complete. Okay. Let's look at this one. How about we want another butterfly? I think this is a good time to use your butterflies if you wanted to. You know, with botanical, you know, with me anyways, being so botanically. I think that purple one goes fine because the paper's yellow. This is off of a handkerchief. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be a little samey, I think, because what am I looking for? Why is it samey? I think because most of the blank area is over here. What if we did this? Let's try changing it up. Okay, and then I'm going to, pardon my reach, get my thread that I wind around this thing, because I think I'm going to go ahead and make this guy's antennas. All right, let's see. He's going to go about right there. A little dot. What's going on here? Let me clear this out. Okay, that might be too big of a dot, but and then I'm going to try to get this in half. Pinch it. Kind of crease. This helps me if I kind of crease that a little bit as much as I can with that little teeny piece. Place it. I have so much glue in my hands. I'm taking it up and putting it down. Okay, and then let's put the butterfly down. And we can, you know, position as needed. But I find if you go ahead and put the antennas down and then put your butterfly, better get this down. Looks like it's going to overlap. Anyways, if you put your antennas down and then your butterfly, I feel like it goes a little bit easier, a little bit better. Okay, that'll dry clear. Now let me look at these antennas. Get that out of the way. I'll trim that. Get back under the butterfly's head. Okay, that's close enough, I think. And then I'm just going to cut them down a little bit. When they dry, they'll be perfect. Ah, cute. Okay. All right. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's how long do we need that? Right there. I don't know what this came off of. Maybe a old dish towel, but it is really soft. I'm going to grab a number. this. Yep. I think it looks cute. Just putting down like a thin stream so that it gets the whole thing, but it doesn't hopefully oversaturate it too much. Okay, I like that. And butterfly. No. No. I think I need to cut more out, probably. Yeah. It's cute. He doesn't have any antennas either. So sometimes I'll cut the antennas out. But, you know, sometimes that can be pretty fiddly. I usually don't cut them. I usually do this until I'll show you. I usually do that until I'm ready to cut it out. But sometimes I go ahead and cut it out, and then other times I just cut them straight off. And if I do that, or if they tear, then I just, you know, use this string or this black thread. And I got this idea, was it last year? Time flies. Maybe the year before. I did a Marguerite Miller challenge exchange, and the person that I got, one of the people that I got the exchange with, collage exchange, she had done this with butterflies. And I thought, what a great idea. What a great idea. And yeah, so I just wrap a little bit of thread around that little peg, peg stamp. And then whenever I need little butterfly antennas, I'm ready to go. Those are a little long, but they look fine. I think I'm going to leave them. All right, we only have a couple of minutes left. Got 1, 2, 3 done. I'm going to do one of these. I'll put a number on that. And I think I'll use the same long number. But before we go, you know, I just want to remind you, we pray blessings over you. Joanne, I do. And we just want you to know you're so loved. We just really appreciate you. Okay, I think that's kind of cute. It's a little blurry because this is kind of a glossy. That, you know, it didn't, well, maybe that's me. I might have moved that. Let's see. Ooh, what's this up here? Didn't even see this. This might blend too much, but ooh, that's pretty. Blends a little bit too much. Oh, I forgot I had cut all these out up here. I don't know if you can see them. And I'm going to have to look and see where this particular, you know, where I got these butterflies, what digital it is, because I just, I can't remember. I printed a bunch of pages and then just carried around and cut them when I'm like, I took it over to my daughter's, and I have like a little fussy cutting thing that I carry around. Let's do that. Let's see if we can. I don't think I'm going to deal with it. I think I'm going to cut those off, and we'll just make our own. And then we'll be done. So this is going to go down lightly. And we'll get a little bit of string. That's short. Let's see if I can do it. It's always easier to go a little long and then trim them than it is short. And with not just my glued fingers, but I think over the years I've lost a little bit of circulation in my fingers or something. And I don't think I feel this, feel things the same. Can't even get that one. Let's see if we can get it on here though. Hold on. I really want that to be pinched down a little bit more. There we go. Twisted it a little bit. It'll untwist once it's dry. I can untwist, what's not buried underneath the butterfly. Yeah, so sometimes I think I don't have the same type of circulation I used to in my hands, or something, but I'll drop stuff, just not being clumsy, just maybe I just don't feel it the same. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. It's cute. All right, good. Well, we got quite a few done. I'm really happy about them. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll take some pictures and I'll post it to Facebook and Instagram when I'm done. And yeah, let me know how it goes, and don't forget to let me know what you like to mass make, or if you even like to mass make. Do you like to do it individually? All right, everybody, we'll talk soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.